I imagine there are ways that we parents can start to shift our mindset about boys, which you're talking about already. Boys have needs, scaffolding and help and all those things. Shift our mindset, but also maybe start to set up a way of parenting and interacting with boys even when they're young,
Yeah.
so that they can be more self-aware, more grounded, um, more in positive relationships when they're older.
So I'm so glad that you asked this question because it's best to start when they're young. Like you want to raise good humans. You want to start in talking about values and building empathy when they're little, for sure. That doesn't mean that someone whose child right now is 15 can't pick up my book or even your book and look through these guides that are out there to try and find ways to help them. But when they're tiny, building empathy into your conversations is so key. And that can be done as easily as like if your child walks up to their pet and they're patting them too hard or trying to grab them, as little kids do.
Mm-hmm.
Not just saying we don't hit the dog, but like, oh, you know what? That really hurts Sandy when we do that. Sandy's ears are sensitive, and if I grab Sandy's ears like that, that really hurts her, and I think she feels sad and maybe even scared. And you don't have to lay it on them every time like that, but having a conversation like that every once in a while, those sorts of little things, not just the rule, don't hit Sandy, but like, how does Sandy feel when we do that? I bet she feels scared. Asking them to get into someone else's shoes. And it is easy to do that with siblings, friends, and pets when they're little. And then as they get older, we just continue that. So I have seen people have become great. And gentle parenting, as much as some people disparage it, has been great at inviting parents into nurturing little boys as much as we nurture little girls. So I see great change in that direction. What I also see, and what we saw when we were researching our book, is that parents stop doing that at some point, maybe 10, 11, 12, 13. A lot of times it's when your boy starts to show those signs of adolescence. And, when they start to get a little body odor, when they start, there's a way, if you have kids that you've watched grow up, they go from walking and moving like little kids, kind of bebopping around, you know what I mean? They're kind of floppy and unaware of their space. Yeah, they're just loosey goosey all over the hallway. And then somewhere around, I don't know, second semester, fifth grade is when I notice it in the classroom. It's like, oh, okay, we are fifth graders, and sometimes it happens in sixth grade. Every kid's different, where they start carrying themselves differently. It's so subtle. The voice goes, you get the voice cracks, you get the funny little mustache, you get a little bit of that initial oniony body odor. And we subconsciously, it seems like at that point, shift away from talking to and cuddling and emotionally connecting with boys. Even those parents that did that so well when they were 4 and 5 and 7 and 8, it's like something happens and we think they don't want that. They don't want it. And they do want it. They just might change forms,